Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Heroes. We are joined today with Hope LaVelle playing Penelope Half Pint. We've got Jen Kretchmer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand. We've got Lauren Urban playing Orkira Eldritch. B. Dave Walters playing Freely. TJ Storm playing Keen Deapreth. And of course, Ann Bradford is playing Briv Steelmarrow from his bunker. He's working from home today, everybody. So yeah, his camera setup is a little raw. And he's got a really awesome announcement for all those that use D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah, so because of everything that's going on in the world today, first of all, we hope that you and yours are staying safe, washing hands, and everything else that needs to be happening during this time. But this is not quite live yet, but within the next hour or two, you will see an official announcement come out about D&D Beyond for Master Tier subscribers. We are temporarily, through the end of May, increasing the campaign content sharing limit from 3 campaigns to 5 campaigns. And at the end of that period, if you still have 5, that's all well and good. We're not going to take that away. If you just need to make changes, you'll have to come back down to 3 to make those changes. But yeah, so during this time, when people are staying home more frequently, hopefully some more games can happen, and we're going to try to support that in the community and increase that limit from 3 to 5 campaigns through the end of May.
Yay.
That's fantastic.
Yay.
So during the show, Beyond Heroes is currently in the wonderful world of Wildemount. Not so wonderful for our players so far, but every time one of us rolls a natural 20, that means someone at home gets a chance to win a legendary bundle, which is all of the D&D books, which now includes Wildemount. It's a giant, massive prize. And unless there are any other announcements, I think we're ready to begin.
Into the unknown we go. Where we will land, we just don't know. But we will fight on and on and on. No matter what, we will rise with the dawn. Out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light. Beyond all time in this adventure we chose, we will never give up. We are beyond heroes, beyond heroes.
Wait, now I'm ready.
Hello, everyone. Previously on Beyond Heroes, our heroes found themselves in the city of Rexentrum. They managed to escape after Orkira Eldritch had been arrested for not only praying to not one of the prescribed gods by the Dwendalian Empire, but also for resurrecting a member of the Kreen dynasty that was actually attacking the city at the time. So she was incarcerated for an amount of time, a large amount of time in the scheme of things. And the heroes went off to try to save her, and they escaped. And after traveling through underground tunnels and meeting a very disturbing hag and a series of nightmares, ended up in the party city of Hupperdook. That is a very well-known gnomish city that works hard and plays oh so very hard once that work whistle blares at the end of the night. And our heroes had a drunken spring break-like fest with the gnomes. There was elf jousting. There were giant construct battles, all the while curmudgeon, not fun, enjoying at all. Briv Steelmarrow stayed inside of his room to attune to a magical item because he thought that would be way more fun than all of the things that were happening. And then
Briv is so responsible.
In the
So
grand scheme of
responsible.
things, I think you are going to have more
We're
fun
all
with that thing than
doomed.
we had partying. But yes, it's true.
That's very likely. Orkira Eldritch, however, was having a fun time, but then after someone tried to cast Bless on her, Orkira Eldritch essentially had a panic attack and flew away and slept in an alleyway. When she woke up, she found not only the diamond that had been stolen from her by Averin, but also a note that he was not 100% a dick, and also a blanket. Our heroes being, I don't want to say paranoid, but maybe damaged by me, decided to cast Detect Magic on that blanket when she came in to see the rest of her friends. And in doing so, found out that Orkira Eldrex herself was also radiating magic. 2 spells, very specifically, Wish and Simulacrum. And that's where we start our adventure.
So specifically, I just had Identify cast on me, right?
Yes.
So one moment I'm holding out the blanket to you, and the next minute you watch my face twist into terror and my eyes go wide. And just like last night, I'm going to scream and go, ah! And I'm going to try to book it. And
you don't know that the spell's being cast on you. I had lied to you and told you it was being cast on the blanket, if that makes a difference.
That is
Does
true.
it?
It's true. You did not know that specifically she was casting that spell.
Does it make a difference?
You don't have the panic, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind. I'm standing there holding out the blanket, looking at you. What?
Instead, you see terror in Alyndra's eyes.
What's wrong?
Nothing. This is
Is there something wrong with the blanket?
wouldn't no, it'll take some further inspection. I think it's a protective device, but I wouldn't even. I need to go talk to someone. Bye. And she books it out of the hut, which means the hut dissolves.
Okay, the hut dissolves.
Okay.
I am going to go somewhere else, and I will cast Sending to the real Orkira.
What do you say?
Are you there? Are you all right?
Silence.
Okay. The next time I cast the group chat, the next time I cast Rary's Telepathic Bond, I will not put Orkira in that for the moment.
Okay.
I may add her later, but I will not have her included in that.
So are you casting the spell right now, or?
Yeah, I think this is urgent. So.
Okay, what are you saying to everyone?
There's something wrong. Orkira's been duplicated. There's a wish spell on her, and I think we need to find her. She's not the real Orkira. Is not answering.
Tis not the real Orkira, Briv says very loudly.
I need a perception check from Orkira, because I know that Briv right now is
out loud, not in group chat.
Over the bar.
I absolutely said that out loud. That would shock him to the core.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm probably further down in the hallway where you left me with the blanket, like still studying the blanket. That's a nice color, at least. Perception?
Yeah.
It's a 16.
Yeah, you heard that.
Wait, what?
I go over towards Orkira and I'm like, hey, Orkira, hi.
Why is everyone suddenly so weird? Are you still all like hungover from last night or something?
Oh my God, it was crazy, man. Like, what made me think of going like head to head with those gnomes? I get within arm's reach of her. I don't touch her, but I stay close.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will take Briv somewhere further away that his lungs cannot give away everything we are thinking, so that we can talk with Alyndra at length. I too have drank too much and am seeing double.
Oh my God, you do not want to follow an Eladrin into the privy. Whoo gnome man. All right, wait, Orkira, come with me. And I do sort of like kind of walk with her gently
Keen
the other
breath.
way.
I need a deception check.
What if it's true?
I don't want to go with
it's
anyone into
not
the privy.
true.
No. I don't want to follow any one of you into the privy. I saw what you ate last night.
Well, I need a deception check from King Deapreth, and I need a insight check. You got 10 total? Okay, insight check from Orkira Eldrix.
I'm gonna say my passive insight is 18.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, I'd still need to roll
Okay.
because otherwise,
Sure.
yeah, people fail all the time.
No, I did way better.
Oh no.
That's a 26.
Yeah, Keen is attempting to lie.
I'm gonna go with freely because it's obvious that something is going on, and Keen is usually a much better liar than this. But something's. Hey, freely, are you sure everything's okay?
Can I roll to see if I know that she knows? Because it will affect how I proceed with this. If I feel like she's on the team.
I will say what probably happens is we're walking away, and Keen says this, and I turn and I look really confused.
I'm like, Orkira, okay, wait, be cool. Everybody knows you've had a rough couple of days, and they're trying to put together like a little thing for you, like a little party. So I'm just
What?
no. Briv is like not a good liar, and neither's Kane. Just be cool. Just walk with me. Look at my new mechanical arm, Orkira. Look, the sword pops out and it glows. Watch.
I mean, that's super cool, but do we really have the time for like surprise parties and stuff?
I mean, if not now, when? I mean, the gnomes make time. Come on.
That's true. I kind of missed out on a bunch of hot dogs last night.
Oh my God, they were heavenly, and they had this machine, and then I do just like keep sort of like walking her out of earshot.
I'll keep following him. He's my friend. Why wouldn't I?
And we will talk about what is going on. I do not understand the
Simulacrum.
What is it?
It is essentially a duplicate that is created and can be controlled. It's for
Controlled
all
by whom?
that we don't know.
And why?
We don't know. It could be to get us out of the city. It could be to try and get us someplace. It could be to achieve a certain goal. It could be, I don't know.
To be clear, that right there is not the real Orkira.
No.
And that has been with us the entire time.
She seemeth real.
Did I not get the right Orkira in the jail?
I don't know where they would have the other one, the real
I
one.
would say
Penelope,
that
thou
it-
didst have one job.
This isn't on Penelope. This was a trap.
The
I
door
think-
did open without a lock. We literally walked out.
Oh no.
But the thing that frightens me is
When you put it like that.
Do we have to return to Rexintrum?
I think we do. We don't have much time either.
Just OOC, sorry. Are you guys doing this telepathically where Freely can hear even though I'm walking
Yes.
away?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
okay,
This
got
is
it.
all telepathic. Otherwise, we have the most unstealthy party on in history.
So you and I are having like this really boring conversation, and you're having to have like listen to a second conversation in your head. I'm like, so like, what's going on with the party? Should I act surprised?
I do
No,
need
absolutely.
to
No, definitely act surprised.
I do need another deception. I do need a deception check from Freely though, because
Deception or persuasion?
deception because it's like when you're like looking at your phone and you're
Right.
trying to have a conversation with someone, pretending to be listening or something like that. You know,
That is
it's the equivalent of you looking at TikTok right now.
22.
Yeah.
I need to
no,
roll
you don't
again, or-
notice.
okay.
You go and roll. Yeah, roll your insight.
All right.
Be a 22.
Oh, the sword really does glow though. Like, look at it. It's incredible.
19. So no.
No.
Wow.
I think Freely's like stuttering for no reason, but
I'm like,
no, it's probably the booze.
coming down. I need a little hair of the dog. Like, where are those gnomes when I need them, man?
I don't know if you want to be having more of that. I mean, water and electrolytes, really. And a
You
little
know,
bit of food.
hey, is there anything you can do that you can help? You got any sort of like restoration or healing magic you can lay on me? Like it just, even like a little cure, it probably would make me feel so much better.
I mean, I can. I've got lesser restoration, but I'm still not getting any of my energy back at the beginning of the day. So I don't have too much. And
I messaged the group that I'm like, if she's a simulacrum, how is she casting spells? And I'm like, just a little one, not the full restoration, even just a little cure. It just makes me feel better. It's like when my mom used to like kiss me on the head when I was sick, and it's just,
So it should be able to do all of the things that the regular Orkira would do, but it won't learn, it won't grow, it can't heal, it can't recover its energy at the end of the day.
Does it have a soul?
I don't know, but my instinct would be no.
It sure acts like it has a soul. It acts just like Orkira.
But it's not. It's formed, it's constructed.
Should we put it out of its misery?
No, I don't think so. But I do
Is
think
it
we need to.
real? Is it a living thing or is it a construct of pure magic?
It is constructed out of materials. It's made of ice or snow. And then it's imbued with magic.
Orkira, 'tis a snow woman?
that breathes fire.
Wait a second, Snow.
Orkira, you said
We-
you sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, no.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
We did appear in that circle of ice, so
Yeah.
there's a chance that it's tied to that. But also in the cell, she lost memories of time, so it could be there as well.
So thou art saying she could have been a duplicate this entire time.
No. She's been resting and getting spells back and using spells. I don't think so.
Then it has to be Rexentrum.
You sure are that all of us are not this?
Have you been recovering your ability to cast spells? Can you heal?
After last night, I am not so sure. Gnomes, they party.
Well, this metal
They
arm says
do
I'm me.
indeed.
Keen himself is actually wearing a gnome shirt, which is very tight on in the pecs and the armpit, and does not cover his stomach at all.
It's a good look. No, it's a good look.
I would like fan art as soon as humanly possible.
Thine midriff is unsettling.
I know you've got like a 16-pack. You are kidding.
All those Eladrin workouts he's been doing.
Orkira,
Yeah.
I don't think it's been a secret that I have not been the biggest fan of this place since we got here, but where do you think we should go next?
I don't even know where anything is. I mean, we've been looking at the map, but I don't know.
I mean, you think Bright Queen, not Bright Queen, back to Rexentrum, never Rexentrum?
Oh, I don't want to go back to Rexentrum. No. I mean, wouldn't I be a fugitive there now? It's kind of hard to hide this, right?
Well, I mean, why would you want to? But I mean,
Because, arresting and
how do you feel about this Bright Queen?
I mean, I don't want to feel this way anymore, but I can't remember everything that happened. And like I said, this feels weird. This feels like a trap. Like you were saying that it felt like we're being set up. So
I said I feel like we're being set up. Yeah. Can I incite her to see if she's lying to me now?
You can.
Okay. That's a 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
She's not lying.
I back to the group chat. I'm like, well, if she's after something, she either doesn't know or she's one of the best liars I've ever seen.
Does she know that she art a duplicate?
No, I don't think so.
I think I might be about to tell her.
Yeah, why don't we just tell
I
her?
think we should tell her.
Yeah,
We do not keep things from each other.
that's
I-
right.
Literally, I just put both of my hands on her shoulders, and I'm like, Orkira, don't freak out.
Oh, you say that.
I know it's the surefire way to make somebody freak out, and I
Right.
activate Peerless Athlete, and I grapple her to the ground.
Oh, okay.
I need a
It's athletics.
strength check.
Yeah, it's athletics or dex.
For me?
You gotta make the attack roll. Are you're trying to attack her right now and grapple her to the ground?
Yeah, but I got a natural 20.
Yay!
Yay!
All right.
I'm not even gonna roll because with a natural 20, even with any of my bonuses, I'd never beat that.
In a very dark way, someone in chat just got a chance to win a legendary bundle.
Here's what I
hope
think
you
happens.
animals are satisfied.
Freely-
Thank you freely.
Yeah,
I'm not
Freely's
trying to
like-
hurt her. I'm like, Orkira, wah, boom.
I think he's like, don't freak out. And she's having this moment of like,
Sweep
you
the
say
leg.
that,
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
goes down.
I don't hurt her. I just pin her there. So
Ah! What?
Okay. Yeah. So you are pinned basically right now, but you can use an opposed strength check to get out of it if you want to. But currently, yes, Freely has in you. Is it a headlock? Are you doing a suplex? What are we at?
no, from
What wrestling
I
move is this?
literally just shoot like a double leg,
sleeper.
just
Yeah.
like just a double leg, just like drive her to the ground, and then just kind of
Okay.
like pin her there.
You hit
And
the
I'm like,
ground.
I'm like, Orkira,
What?
I
What?
love
What?
you. I love you. You all see me do this, by the way. Like I'm not subtle. I'm like, all right, okay, so I'm gonna do a thing. Wah, boom, you know. So
What's going on? What?
I'm
Hey,
like,
what?
okay. Wait. Shh, 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 shh.
Why shush?
We figured out they did something to you in Rexentrum, and
Yeah.
you're not the real you.
Thou art not real.
What?
Yeah.
Thou art a
Remember-
fake.
Remember, never remember.
Not fake. You're a real thing, but you're not the real.
Thou art
origi-
made of
You're not-
snow.
You're not the original Orkira.
Wait. I'm
There's
not-
magic. Someone used a wish on you. Someone used another spell that copies you.
Thou art a simulacrum.
That sounds
Close
made
enough.
up.
I'm so wait, I'm not me? So what?
Yeah, but we still love you like Orkira.
Yeah, like I don't want to hurt you. None of us want to hurt
I
you,
mean,
but we got to
slightly
figure out what's
less.
going on.
Have
Wait,
you
I'm made out of what?
Snow.
ice or snow?
Wait, didn't you have a dream like this?
Yeah.
Your dream can help us.
Yeah, because if you're really Orkira, it's much if you're everything that like makes Orkira, then you should want to help us, right?
But thou art never going to learn. Thou art never going to grow as an individual. Thine existence will be fairly dreary.
And
I mean,
here's
you're
the
describing yourself right now, buddy.
Briv.
That is what thou did say, Alyndra.
When are you sure? I mean, I
Have
feel
you
like
been-
me. I
look,
remember
here,
me. I
l-
remember
let's
everything that
just-
I've never done.
And you would. Have you been able to heal? Have you been able to rest?
No. I mean, I haven't been hurt.
How long
for a
has that been
while.
happening?
Since we left Rexentrum.
Is there any time you don't recall?
Yeah, there's a bunch. Like I said, in the cell. There's
Be 12 hours or so.
I don't know how long that was. I got made of snow. Wait, if it's not
Fascinating, really.
The other piece of this is that should we find the person who did this to you, to the real you, to the original you, they'll be able to control you. And I know this is hard to hear.
Which is why Freely pulled the bulldog on thee.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's, it's what, the
Yes.
third time someone's just decided to change what I am and take control of me. It's fine.
Yeah, but hey, but you know that, right? You know that. That means you've got like something of Alyndra, of
Gumption.
Orkira. Yeah.
Why the Phoenix won't talk to me?
But your
Because
magic's
our-
working, so there's something there.
But here's what we need to do is we need to move fast because I think there's a good chance that something has happened to the real you. And
When
we need to find her because you may be the only one who can save her.
Can you? But if I'm not really, how do I even trust myself?
Oh man.
Because we trust you.
That why you ran away last night?
No, last night something happened and I panicked. I don't know why I panicked, and so I ran.
That's why I grabbed you. I didn't want you to run again.
Or wert thou consorting with the enemy?
I don't even know who the enemy is. I don't know how. I don't know how. I can't trust myself. I don't know how do you. I don't know what to. Made of snow?
Todd,
Yes.
I would like to activate the ring that will contact the Dark Elves.
Okay. You activate the ring that contacts the dark elves. The purplish gem on the end of it suddenly glows as it activates, and you can feel your hand hum.
Do I have to? Would I know if I need to speak aloud, or can I will it? Is that something I'd be aware of? Oh wait, did we lose him?
Yeah,
That was a dramatic time.
he's thinking very
sorry.
hard.
No, sorry.
Yeah, no. I actually froze my face when this happens now, like in real time, because I'm like, I don't want my head to pop somewhere else. So
You just posed from.
I was
It's
is
magic.
freely aware of the fact that I need to speak this aloud, or is it something I could think? Like, is that information I possess?
That's not information you possess. Try anything.
I'm going to try to think it, but I don't mind if they hear me thinking it. I'm just going to attempt to keep it just from Orkira from the time being.
Okay.
I'm like, Toma, this is Freely. I'm the halfling that fought you. And you said you would help Orkira because she resurrected your brother Razvan. Well, she needs your help.
That was freely, is it? But that was just 2 days ago. This is a very
Oh, you
it seems like
remember-
you have urgent situation already.
Oh, you remember me, Toma. But first, let me just apologize to you, man. I kind of wasn't myself. That's neither here nor there, but I'm sorry. I'm not the person you met there. But Orkira, the Dragonborn, those people in Rexentrum, they did something to her. They took her from us and they sent a simulacrum with us that we just found out.
Are you saying that the Dwendalian Empire has decided to send a spy?
Probably. Again, is this happening in my own?
It's in
is
your
this
head.
Is in my
Yeah.
mind? Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I do not attempt to hide this from everybody but Orkira.
Why would they have made a copy of your friend? I'm not understanding your situation.
Honestly, I think they wanted us to bring her to your Bright Queen. I think they wanted us to hurt you. But we just want to get our friend back.
Briv?
We're only hearing Freely's side of this conversation, correct?
Yes, he can actually
Okay.
allow his side of the conversation to be broadcast.
Right.
Actually, if he wants to, he can. I'll allow him to allow everyone to hear it, but you can't communicate to
Right.
them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if they can't hear Toma directly, I'll recount what he's saying
Yeah.
to me. My only goal is to keep Orkira out of it. Yeah. I'm like, I think they wanted us to hurt you. And we don't want to hurt you. We just want our friend back. And you said you would help her.
I am not sure we know how we could help her. I am more concerned that we have a peace treaty right now with the Dwendalian Empire, and they have clearly broken that treaty.
Freely, they have gotten into the city undetected multiple times, supposedly. And so that is one way that they could help us here.
Well, we're not
Tell them
trying-
that.
we're not trying to reignite your war, but even if you can just get us back inside, because we sort of went through a lot leaving, and so if there were a way for us to get back, that would be great. Or even, do you still have spies in place? Is our friend even there? Because that place was a gargantuan. We could spend the
Briv
rest
is
of our
like pulling
lives
on
searching.
Freely's like clothes at this point, and is like, ask them if we can ride purple worms. Those are effective
I'm not gonna
transport.
ask if we can ride purple worms.
Why? It is a great way into the city. Burst up through the ground. Everyone's surprised.
We don't want another war.
I do.
Where are you currently located? What are you in the forest? Are you in the wilds? Where are you in another city?
We're a day's travel from some big fortressy gnomish place, and I make a point to not think about the fact that we're like right by Hupperdook. I'm like, we're a ways off.
So you are in Hupperdook right now. Is
That
what you're
sounds
saying.
made up. No, I don't. That's not a place. But I see like factories off in the distance. So we're a day's out at least.
We cannot be directly involved, but we can make sure horses are found for you in a glaive north of the city.
Okay. I mean, which way do you want us to
How many
come to?
companions do you have?
There's 6 of us if we count her.
Are we bringing the fake with us?
I mean, we can't let her go.
Don't call her that.
I'm like, well,
What should I call her?
Orkira?
Duplicate.
She is not Orkira. We have established this.
And we can call her Orkira too.
She has.
Oh, that is
all
so
of-
much more flattering than fake.
Toma
Not because she's Orkira too, she's Orkira too.
as well. Also, additionally,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, I see.
Toma, does the name Killian mean anything to you?
No, I have not heard this name.
If we travel, I've felt since this whole thing started, they wanted us to go to your land. I could be very wrong about that, but like I said, I just, if there's any insight you can give us into where our friend might be, we'd appreciate it. Horses are great. Thank you. Yes, we'll take horses, but we need information more than horses.
If whoever you are dealing with is so your friend appears to be your friend?
She's a simulacrum.
Simulacrum is how it is pronounced, I believe.
Yes,
Simulacrum.
But how could you not tell that she was fake is my concern. They do not share all the same memories.
Apparently you did tell us that wish was cast on her, right? I know you knew, but did you tell you? She apparently has been influenced by extremely powerful magic. We think they might have used a wish to make this happen, which is serious stuff. Like, this wasn't something they just did idly.
Then the Empire has very much broken the treaty with us, and I am not sure there's much we can do other than provide you with provisions and horses right now with such late notice. I would possibly discourage you from trying to return to Rexentrum. You very well may find yourselves killed in the process.
Freely, if they are saying that the treaty is null and void at this point, they should start all-out war.
No, we
Would
can't
be
start
a great
it.
distraction.
Countless innocents would die like that. No, Toma, I don't know if this was breaking the treaty. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't about you at all. I just told you what I thought. I don't know.
My advice would be to be very careful on what you do next. Do not bring her anywhere near the Zohas border, or we will have to take extreme measures to make sure she does not arrive.
What does Rasvan think? He's a sorcerer. And he owes her his life.
I will confer with my brother. If we come up with any more information, then I will let you know. But this is magic beyond him or myself.
Same, man. Same. And I try to cut the conversation however I do that.
I'm very sorry for whatever has happened to your friend.
I'm sorry for all of it.
Goodbye.
And I do, of course, recount all of that to everyone. So,
Here's something important. Did any of you, while you were down in the cellar area, the prisons, the dungeons, see a large ruby?
No, I don't think so. But Orkira was talking about this shadow that was in the corner, and I don't know, but she kept saying something about it, but that was it.
No one else?
If I saw Ruby, I would not have taken notice.
Yeah, I never set foot in the place. I do say in the telepathic bond that I'm like, do you want me to let her up? I mean, I might be able to grab her again if she runs, but you know, this is kind of
We
maximum
can handle
lockdowns
her.
right here.
Orkira, Orkira, you know, we're your friends, and we're gonna help you figure this out, okay? But you have to trust us, okay? I don't want you to run away, all right? We need you. We need you right now, okay?
This whole time she's just been limp in Freely's arms, kind of looking at her hand, just rubbing her hand and wondering. And she'll look up at Penelope and say, okay. Whatever you need.
Hey, just think about it like this. Maybe when this is all over, we'll have 2 Orkiras.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let you up now, okay? And when I stand up, I actually, hand like I help her to her feet, you know.
And she'll just stand there, hugging herself awkwardly.
Penelope
Oh,
will reach into her pocket and hand Orkira a pebble.
Oh, now I have. And she'll reach into her bag and pull out the pebble you gave her all those years ago. I don't know if I'm real, but your pebbles are. Thanks. She'll put them together and hold on to them.
Yay.
I
Wait,
unfortunately slide into winter, and I do it quietly and out of sight. I speak directly with Briv and not the others. Briv, this is controlled by an enemy, this thing. She looks like our friend, and if what they say is true, she may turn against us at some point. Are you prepared to do what must be done?
I am prepared. Art thou?
I am.
Huzzah.
I
Did-
guess we should look for these horses in these trees. Which,
Oh,
if the Dark Elves can get horses here, that means they've still got operatives.
all of their gear, all of Orkira's gear was stuff that we retrieved, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Except for the collapsible 10-foot pole. Because that was the only, besides the book, it was the only other magic item I had.
That
Everything else was
belongeth
in
to the real Orkira.
Hey,
She's
when-
out there naked with just a 10-foot pole.
Mean girl, same.
There's only one other thing I can think of, which is the wish spell is to make the real Orkira appear as a simulacrum.
You mean the other one's
That this
dead?
is the real Orkira, and we're being made to think that she's not, so that we attack her.
Oh, well, we would never attack Orkira no matter what.
Oh, we would if she
Are-
gave us reason to.
Are
Well,
you
there's
saying
only-
any of this out loud, or is this all in the call? I'm trying
This
to
is
figure
gonna
out
be
what
on
to respond to.
I'm sorry, this is on group chat.
Okay.
Like, well, there's only one way to be sure: dispel the magic. See what happens.
If we do that and I'm wrong, she'll disappear.
No.
I thought we established that faux Kira did not have much of a future anyway.
I like that name for Karen.
But what if we need Orkira to find real Orkira?
Well, what we need her to be able to do is resurrect her in case.
She can
And
still,
I just don't finish that sentence.
she can still use spells, right?
I'm like, she tried to save us from the hag and she fought to save those kids. So there's something of Orkira in there.
No one is disputing the merits and her heroic deeds. I am just simply saying that she is potentially controlled by someone who would oppose us.
Yeah.
Then maybe the answer is once we know where she is, we don't bring her with us.
I
We
start
know
walking. Oh, sorry.
where Orkira is. We don't bring this duplicate with us. We retrieve our Orkira. We bring her back, and if we need,
What happens to Fokira once we find the real one?
nothing as far as I can tell. Unless she's damaged or the spell is dispelled or the caster is
Can one who
destroyed.
creates such a thing see and hear through its eyes?
They can't, right?
Not according to the
I
spell.
don't believe
not,
so.
not according to your knowledge. Go and roll an Arcana check.
25.
Okay. Or Kira, that's not how the spell functions. Or Kira, I need you to make a wisdom, just a wisdom saving throw check, and it's at -10.
That's not ominous at all.
I'm fully prepared to tackle her
I
again.
have foreseen this moment.
That's a
And
hard
it's-
moment to foresee. Ooh, that's complicated, isn't it?
Because you don't know if a high number or a low number is good.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll retract it. It's fine.
So before I roll this, I'll say this entire time you've all been talking to each other in your heads. Orkira's just standing there. And I think she knows that you're all talking to each other in the call.
You especially know Briv is,
awkward.
because Briv is like doing this the whole time.
And you'll probably notice it's like she looks just devastated. And every once in a while she goes to reach into her bag for something and then stops herself. And it goes to reach into her bag for something and stops herself. And then I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw.
Actually, I am going to allow it because if being a diviner is worth anything, it's being able to change a saving throw that you're not even aware of it's
Saving
happening.
your friends. So that's an 18 on the die.
It's at 18 on
Okay.
the die. It's
So
still
at a minus
at a
eight,
-10.
If she's
it's
within
8,
10,
it's a
10
minus-
feet of me, though.
Oh, so the
Plus
end
4.
result. Oh, this is tricky. Yeah. Let me work at the wording really quick because I want to get this right.
Yeah, is it the result of the die? I think it's got to be the die roll because you're
The save modifier, but so what's the wording on portent? Does it change the dice roll or does it change the
It
result?
changes the dice roll.
So now my dice is an 18
So
with a -10, so it's an 8. I have
Yeah.
a +8 to my wisdom. Briv, am I considered an ally at this very moment?
Oh, at this point in time, he extends it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's
That
just
would be
no
a-
reason
no.
for him to yet.
I apologize. I thought it was the dice roll. I guess it is not actually that. It's replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature you can see with one of these foretelling rolls.
Okay. Then
So
weird.
yeah.
Plus everything else. So what are your pluses?
So I have a +8 to my wisdom and a +4 from Briv. So that's
30.
16, 17, 19, that's a dirty 20.
You sense something is trying to see you and fails.
Trying to see me?
Yep, you feel as if your will alone has blocked something from trying to gaze upon you.
Like looking through me or looking at me?
At you.
She's been trying to reach in her bag. She stops. She tries to reach in her bag. She stops. She goes, well, someone's trying to look at me.
We are all looking
Yeah,
at
I
the...
know. We're like doing it right
No.
now, like all of us.
Hey, do you remember that bad thing with the elder brain that happened a while ago?
Mhm.
Yeah. What if that happens again?
Well, the elder brain was a sweetheart. You just had to understand, like, from its point of view, that was intensely alien and horrifically evil. But no, it just was like,
It also used me to attack all of you, and I think something just tried to...
Fokira, I assure thee, please rest in the confidence. If thou dost attack us, I shall kill thee quickly and cleanly. thou hardly will not feel a thing.
It's
just-
less that and more of something's trying to look at us. That something's
Orkira,
spying on us.
That blanket you have, was the magic of the blanket, did that seem to not just keep you from being seen? Did it seem to be the type of magic that would keep you from being magically seen, scryed upon, or detected?
Nothing that powerful.
Okay.
I just hold my robot hand out and I'm like, I need the buck, Orkira.
That's what I keep trying to reach for it for comfort, and I don't want to touch it because I'm worried.
I gently like open the flap of her bag and like like violently, even though I know it's gonna burn me.
You find like 24 random bits and bobs of things, of just pieces of paper and 2 pebbles and letters and a feather that might have been from Spiral, and a leaf that might be from the Feywild, and a book that's not the book. Like, you just find just a bunch of random stuff in there, and then you also find the Phoenix book.
Right before I grab it, I just say, portable hole, please. And then touch it with my mechanical hand. Does it burn me?
Yeah, it burns you.
No, I mean, I take it just out of the bag and I just hold it up till one of you pulls out your portable hole.
Oh, don't hold that too long.
Yeah, you take 2 points of fire damage.
Yeah, anybody with your portable hole, just whenever's convenient.
Yeah, his hand sizzling, so anyone who wants to take out a portable hole.
Wait.
Yeah, I can take it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
I'm
a
like,
little
no big
awkward how long it
deal.
takes.
Sorry,
Well,
I thought.
Yeah, beat him rolling it again because everyone waited so long.
I understand.
To,
I understand.
We don't all
take
have
10
portable
points
holes.
of fire damage.
Oh my god.
I'll do a
Phoenix
healing word in apology. Sorry, I
Phoenix
was
is alive and well. Woo!
distracted and worried about Orkira.
I rolled 2 1s and then I rolled 2 5s.
I told you, luck is
Go ahead
on my
and
side.
take 5 hit points back from a healing word.
Wait,
Unless
did
you
you
think
say
we can
everyone took the damage?
Take a short
No,
rest.
no,
So
no.
just me for touching it.
Just him for touching it.
Yep.
The damage you took is your friendship.
Do you need more than that?
I mean, I'm down like 7 hit points. I'll be 8.
Okay.
Thank you.
We may be able to do a language, Kretchmer. A short rest, and you can burn him.
What dost thou
Some
mean
hit
by
points.
this Kretchmer?
It's a god of the old world, renowned for beauty and knowledge.
And often forgetting her words.
I don't know the language of Kretchmer.
I was like,
Goddess of aphasia.
I'm like, we should start moving towards the horses. Whatever we're gonna do, we at least need to make sure those don't run away, literally or figuratively.
To have a griffin betwixt my thighs.
I mean, you're into what you're into, man. And I
In the
start
privacy
walking.
of your own home, Briv. In the
Yep.
I am
privacy of your own
trying
home.
to say that I miss mine friend Spiral.
Aw.
There's a gnome behind the bar, the same innkeeper, just like,
Thou dost not judge.
Hair of the dog, buddy. I'll salute. Yeah. Then I do leave. I go to where Toma indicated,
What?
or
Where
at
are
least
we
start
going?
heading towards.
Are we going? You said horses?
Yeah, the dark elf sent us horses. We gotta go somewhere. I don't know.
Going on an adventure.
Yeah, if we wait here too long, we're just gonna end up partying for the next 40 years, which is like, you know what? We should retire here. Like the plane of ice cream and milkshakes is not really
No.
coming through, but this place.
So there's one other thing we can do, which is if I can rest long enough to tomorrow, I can create a place that's safe, Orkira, for you, where people won't be able to scry in and watch you, see you, or us, or anyone in it. It's like a nicer version of the tiny hut, but it's fancier. But it's a lot of work and energy, but it would protect you.
Are you sure? If I'm not real, am I worth protecting?
Of course you are.
For now.
You are real. You're just not the original Orkira.
And
Thou art a real copy.
all right. Whatever you want. Sure, yeah.
Briv is going around and draining any straggling glasses and tankards that are still on any of the tables.
Oh, gross. Okay. Yeah. Go and give me a constitution. How many are you drinking?
As many as there are.
Okay. I'm gonna need a constitution saving throw from Briv.
All right.
To be fair, he did miss out last night, so you know.
Fair enough.
Got to catch up.
Yeah.
You said Constitution, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a constitution saving.
All right, that's going to be a 21.
Okay. You're buzzed. You're like, oh, that, and you're not. I mean, your stomach's a little rumbly because liquor before beer. And maybe you weren't really applying those rules, but you're okay. You've emptied most of the bar remnants.
He belches several times for sure, and essentially says, "Oh, I am having a little bit of an issue in the heart area. I know the cure, though. Dost thou have any bacon?" And he's just talking to the innkeeper again.
Bacon? Yeah, we have bacon.
I shall take all of it.
Oh, and gets off of his stool. You hear
Now, to be certain,
and
when I say all of it, I want to make sure that thou dost understand my meaning.
100%.
Very well.
He goes behind into the kitchen, and you can start to smell like you hear a ka-thunk as you hear just like a giant frozen slab of bacon hits like a giant skillet.
The best sound in the world.
While I really am leaving towards the horses, but I say back across the group chat, I'm like, wait a second. So does that mean the hag's curse affected this Orkira or that Orkira? Because it seems like it already came true for Penelope and Briv, and we thought it came true for her, but that just seems she was being a simulacral malum.
Wait, the hag did this?
I don't think the hag did this, but the hag did something to Orkira. So if it affected her, then it is her. And if it didn't, you know, maybe the hag knows where she is because the hag did magic on her.
Orkira, what was the prophecy that was given to you?
I'm sorry, prophet, what?
By the hag.
Oh, something about my eyes are not going to burn and forever cold and we'll never learn.
Oh, that is because thou art made of snow.
Yeah, I kind of was thinking about that after that nightmare that I had the other day, but I didn't understand the rest of it.
Wait, did the hag make the simulacrum?
I wonder if the hag did the wish.
What? And then like literally like
is this out loud or is this in the call?
Yeah, the what is definitely loud outside.
Shut the front door, Briv says. And then basically as Freely starts to come back in, he's no, shut the front door if thou art going to be that loud.
Oh, I smelled bacon. No, sorry. Yeah. I'm like, wait, Orkira. Maybe it wasn't Rex and Trump. Maybe it was the hag that did this to you.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I knew. I wish I had. I don't wish anything. That sucks. No.
Yeah,
I don't.
Careful of those words.
I know.
Wait.
I don't know what happened. I wish I could tell you what happened.
You can tell us what happened. When was the first time you realized that you could not remember your spells or rest well?
Not this morning, but last morning when we woke up in the forest.
The night you had the nightmare.
After the hag?
After the hag.
No, but if you think about it, when I had my dream, the traveler came to me and it felt so real, and it was real. So maybe Orkira's dream was also real, and that's what
Penelope,
happened.
what was your dream?
Well, I I was in my head, and it was a wide and vast forest, and then the traveler appeared, and we talked, and we became friends, and then I guess I said we'd be friends.
And what was your prophecy?
I don't remember. It was something about making a new friend and making a pact or a bond.
When detect magic went off, did Penelope ping?
No. Other than just her personality, no.
Before we left Rexentrum, Orkira, did you feel a connection to the Phoenix?
Yeah, but when we were in the bar, and I was telling you about how what Killian said he did to me, and then I tried to contact the Phoenix, and there was all that weird interference, and everything's just felt weird since. But he had said I'd been disconnected from the weave, but maybe that just means I was never connected in the first place.
I believe it is Rexentrum and not the hag. We give that thing too much credit. All that it had was dirty nails and lucky guesses.
Well, we could retrace our steps, go back to the hag, work her this time, and then if that doesn't solve the problem, make our way back to Rexentrum.
I think Orkira should try to sleep again.
Briv, what was your prophecy?
Mine prophecy, detailed. I would not call it a prophecy. I call it the ravings of a lunatic, but ultimately that I shall not return home at any point in the future. And as I said, I know that's not my fate. And so therefore it's just ravings.
With magic where you can see the future, some of us see what might happen, and some of us can change it into reality. They can make once something is said, it becomes. So I see
And
the
I can
possibilities.
do that through my deeds.
It's possible that something that she said was able to change fate.
I refuse to believe that. I shall see mine family again. We shall return to the place that we were before.
And I sincerely hope so.
Is there anything you can do to help me remember the time I lost? I can't remember whole bits of time that happened while I was in the cell, and if it happened there, wouldn't I remember? If I can remember that, then that'll answer the question, right?
And maybe we could pay one of these gnomes for a restoration. Like somebody, right? I've been to plenty of cities where you made a donation at the temple and they would do things for you. Maybe we could try that.
So with an alchemical lab and enough correct materials, you can heal. I don't believe you can regain your spells.
Mr. Bartender, gnomish bartender.
Huh?
Do you have any like grand gnome cathedrals here, like churches where we could talk to your holy gnomes?
Yeah.
Could you and perhaps they might do a good deed for some wandering travelers in exchange for a donation, of course?
Uh-huh.
Whereabouts would I locate such a place?
Flops on along a very prestigious Pope, like 5 foot tall.
I very much like bow to him. I'm all like, oh, I'm like, your holiness.
It switches the thing to like tip your bartender to tip your cleric.
Toss a coin to your cleric.
No, you toss diamonds here. We figured this out.
Apologies.
We
Puts
don't know how good of a
golden,
cleric he is.
Diamond
a little
to-
golden ribbon over his neck.
I'm like, not your full service. No, forgive me. It has been
Drinks a whiskey shot.
877 days since my last confession. Let me ask you a question here. Are you capable of performing restoration magic? And not just the lesser stuff. She can do the lesser stuff. You know, the real restoration magic.
You want me restorate her?
Actually, I then look at Orkira and Alyndra. I'm like, well, you guys are the real magic people. I just hurt, smash things.
I don't believe that there is anything to restore. She is
What?
not real.
Well, I'm just trying
You
to
watch.
find it.
You
Sorry,
watch
go ahead.
every time Briv says that, she just sags a little bit.
Does Briv notice that at all?
That's gonna be your call. Roll.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that he has not noticed that yet.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah,
Very close.
to repair her damage, we'd need a laboratory with a number of very valuable herbs and minerals. It's very costly. How
My-
far
my
down is
goal-
your health?
My goal isn't. Sorry, go ahead.
My health is actually fine. I haven't
Okay.
lost any hit points since. That's why when Freely tried to lay on hands, nothing happened. I haven't lost any hit points. What I've lost is spell slots. And so
We
I
can
guess
do about that.
in role playing, she'll say, I'm not physically damaged. I haven't been able to get any of my energy back. If you really think that, if you think the real me is dead, I can do that spell one more time. And and she'll hold up the diamond. I've got the one diamond, but
My goal.
I only have 10 days from when the real one died.
Well,
How
I
long
need
has
to
it
move
been since we left?
Fast.
2 days.
Too.
It's been 2 days.
My goal with His Holiness here is to just know if there is a way to know, is this the Hag's doing or Rexentrum's doing? Because one way or another, we need to at least know who did this.
Todd.
The
Go ahead.
gnome, well in full Pope guard, by the way, walks over and grabs the bacon for Briv.
I avert my eyes to His Holiness.
Finally, someone and something to worship. Thou art a god.
Penelope, you had a question?
Freely kept talking about a greater restoration, but what good would that do?
Well, that was going to be my question. I have greater restoration. Do
Yeah,
I
so
know?
do I.
Yeah, well, do I
Could
know if that
we-
would fix a memory issue?
Could we use that for restoration of memories? And could we use
That was my thought.
could we use the telepathic bond and some type of reverie to look at her earliest memories in this body?
It will only you will not know the specifics necessarily. So I would need a pretty amazing Arcana check, but restoration is a kind of cure-all for a lot of weird things. Certainly.
Well, Freely has no idea what it will do, but his thought is greater restoration will do something. Like she can't remember stuff. Like something's been done to her. And he's like, do a thing.
For 100 gold, restoration. Big restoration.
That big restoration.
Yeah, a big restoration for you. Make her restoration.
I'd pay it. This man gave me a lifetime of adventure in one night in this establishment. So happy to make that. Oh yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, as you pull out the money, Orkira will look over at Penelope and say, I would rather, if you can, I kind of trust you more.
No, you're just a very important gnome. No, that's all.
I just lit my sparkler.
I mean, it is
Sparkler like burning and just like sparks are firing everywhere.
It's a really nice sparkler.
Thou art a gentleman and a scholar and possibly a divine being.
Or a bard.
Quite sparkly.
He writes divine with the sparkler.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to, I'll do whatever you need. But
I mean, I have it, and I don't think I have the components for it, though.
What do you need?
Canst thou just use a twig?
Or a sparkler.
I can try.
What do you need?
Diamonds.
A diamond. Which
Don't
we
we
should
have
save.
a diamond?
We should save it.
Well, if he'll do it for 100, I slap the coins back on the counter again. I'm all like, deal, ante up, Padre.
Oh, good point. It's expensive.
No. Here, in the sight of the almighties, that was the deal that was struck.
I don't have a lot of diamonds. I need, it's great. 200 gold. 200 gold now. Price has gone up.
Tis but extortion.
The greater restoration very high in demand. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are lining up. I see them now.
It's just empty bar. And a gnome falls off one of the spinning fans.
I would saddle up too freely and under my breath say, so I do know it's only 100 gold worth of diamond dust.
Friend, again, we have great respect for you and this establishment. And if I could just make my eyes glow like I'm going to Eldritch blast him, but don't shoot it.
Did I hear you say that?
100 is very fair.
I was trying to say quiet enough that the gnome, like I would have turned away from the gnome and been like,
are you persuading or are you intimidating? It sounds like you're
persuading. I'm
intimidating.
better than persuading.
Okay. Yeah.
That is that's a lot. That's hold on. Persuasion. That is a 29.
Oof.
So
That's 11. Mm-hmm.
Sticks the puts the when he puts the sparkler down, it actually ignites all of the booze and ale that has basically been absorbing into the bar, and it just kind of like erupts into flames and stops halfway. It just kind of curves around Briv's plate of bacon. Probably not interrupting Briv. I don't know. That's
bacon
flambéed. Now it's crispy bacon. Yeah, crispy bacon.
The gods have smiled upon your bacon. Yes, it is an omen.
I prefer it crispy.
There's a baggie, and he tosses it to you, and it's a big baggie, a plastic baggie, basically of 100 gold pieces of diamond dust.
Ooh.
Slide it over to thank you, Padre. Blessings upon your family.
Does he have any extra of that?
No, I just don't hold on to that much dust.
No, I understand. Yeah.
So he didn't perform it. He just gave us the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 100 gold.
Fair exchange.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, you're haggling over this, so.
Okay.
I prestidigitate the bar to clean it. Like while she's doing this, and just like clean up the place. I'm like, let me show my.
This happening as he sees it prestidigitating, and Briv is like lapping up grease with his fingers and stuff, and making sure that he gets the extra.
That'll be a lesser restoration for later.
Penelope will take the diamond dust and she'll put her hand on Orkira's hand, and she says, "It'll all be okay." And she blows the dust on her. She casts Greater Restoration.
I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Orkira.
Okay.
Before this happens, before it's revealed, 2 questions. Is this something that Freely would know that I want her to pass or I want her to fail? Like, is this good or bad? Because I'm either going to inspire her or I'm going to cutting words her. Like, I'm going to interfere with this.
You see her immediately get very tense.
I'm going to cutting words. I'm going to because I can remove her save.
You want to help her. That's what I'm telling you.
Yes, then Bardic Inspiration. No, okay. I believe in you, Orkira, so you get an extra D6.
Okay. Is this happening first?
You're feeling panic.
Okay. And I'm doing a wisdom saving throw. Is this just a straight wisdom saving throw, or is this with another minus?
I just need you to make a wisdom saving throw with the bonus of Bardic Inspiration.
And Briv's bonus too, I suppose. You're close to him.
And Briv's bonus as well.
I just rolled a 1. So that's a 9 plus how much is Bardic Inspiration?
So what, D6?
I didn't know if you'd rolled it.
No, that's just for you because you use it when you want.
So that's a total of 15, but it is a natural 1.
Yeah. One isn't necessarily a complete failure. So you are scared. You now have the frightened condition. You are not running. and the lesser restoration waves over you, and
I
you
grab
see-
Penelope's hand.
Put my hand on her shoulder.
Do you open your eyes?
It's all right.
I actually get ready to tackle her again, honestly.
I would probably close my eyes and then open them in the process of trying to say to her something about, it's not you. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's not you. It's not you.
When you open your eyes in the far
Can't
corner,
you not be frightened if you're close to Briv?
no, she can be.
She
Doesn't-
can't get the condition.
Oh yeah, so it's nullifying the
the feeling.
frightened. I mean, you're feeling the feeling, but yeah,
Okay.
that's
You're
perfect.
not incapacitated.
Exactly. You open your eyes, and in the far corner of the room, you see Killian in a wheelchair.
Is he here? Is he doing anything?
He's looking right at you.
He's here. He's right there. He's right there. He's right there.
Who's here?
I would touch her and share senses so I can see what she's seeing.
She's not seeing anything.
I'm like, Orkira, I don't see anything.
It's the guy. It's Killian. He's right there. He just
Who?
the guy from the prison. He's right there.
Describe him. What does he look like?
He's in a wheelchair, and he was a human, red eyes, pale
He
skin.
had red eyes, super pale, white hair, white beard, but not old enough to have either.
I look to where she is looking.
He's right there. Why is he
Sorry.
suddenly here? You don't see him? You don't see him? None of you see him?
Maybe he's invisible.
He wheels forward towards you, and you find yourself completely paralyzed, and he just regards you. He's like, again, I'm really sorry about the circumstance of what is currently happening to you, and I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and I don't particularly enjoy what is going to be done to you and what has been done to you. So I do apologize for all of that. This is my fifth and final question. It's sort of an exit interview. What's it like to be dead?
I reply.
What do you say?
I don't know. What do you mean?
That's your memory.
Yeah. I let go of Penelope. And I pull out the diamonds. I'm so sorry. I'm not real. And yeah, I'm dead.
Who killed you?
I remember the last question he asked. It was what it was like to be dead.
We saved you.
You saved this.
Oh,
What was his name?
He told me it was Killian.
The man in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
no. We have to go back. We have to go back right now. There's still time.
We must go back.
Where were you?
He asked me that in the cell. He asked me a whole bunch of questions after. He said that they did the thing that severed me from the weave. And until this moment, I could only remember a couple of the questions. But there was one that was missing.
Why? Why? But why?
It's why that's I'm so sorry. You went through all this trouble, and all I wanted to do was protect all of you, and it would have been okay. It would have been okay because that was all I wanted to do was save all of you. But then this is even worse because now I don't even know what I'm supposed to be, this thing that I am now is supposed to be doing. And if we go back, you're just going to be in trouble again.
They do not know that we know, I think. They do not expect this. They expect something else. We should give them a surprise. And
Briv gets up from the bar, and actually, like, there's at least half the bacon left, and he pushes it out, and he just starts walking out the door, and he pauses just a second. Well, is everyone coming?
Alyndra's up and walking.
Oh, yeah.
The horses are to the north.
I am in my winter. I do not let bacon go to waste.
I activate the ring again. Tell Tome everything.
This is most disturbing.
We've been here for like 2 days, and we just landed right in the middle of something that happened long before us and will be happening long after. So I don't know that we're trying to force two empires back into a war, but you know what we know.
Thank you for being so honest. And I know our issues are not your issues. And for you to be so transparent with your situation is admirable.
Maybe maybe there'll be a sane time in the future when we can raise a cup and exchange a story, you know? Keen, I know he gave you a dirty look, and I'm sure you're probably not thrilled about Eladrin's either, but man, has that guy seen some stuff. Yeah.
Yes, this would, I think, revels at some point when a more peaceful time arrives would be nice.
Yeah, but for now, it's time to go to work.
It always is.
And I cut off the call and head for the horses.
Okay.
Briv, as he's walking, like when he gets outside, he's just kind of shouting, kind of talking to himself, but maybe to the rest as well, and just ultimately saying, we shall either find the real Orkira, bring her back, or at a minimum, kill whatever this vicious beast Killian is. And then Briv starts just kind of shouting to the sky at that point in time, I owe thee, Orkira Ildrex, and thou wilt be avenged or returned to us. And he just keeps walking north.
Okay, so you're the first one to barrel out of the bar?
Yes.
You as you're barreling out the bar, you knock over a gnome carrying a very long wooden and metal inscribed package. He's like, watch where you're going, big guy.
Apologies, little one.
I'm. Is this? Are you? What's your name? I have to deliver a package. Briv Steelmarrow. No, that's not who I'm looking for.
Is there looking for?
I'm looking for okra. Is there an okra in there?
Something like that, yes.
Is there Orcano? Is there Orcano in the bar?
Just walk in the bar.
Okay, fine. Be rude. I'd be rude about it. Is there an Orcano in the bar? Anyone?
Orkano? No.
I think you mean Orkira, buddy.
Oh, Orkira?
Hi.
This is a package for Orkira.
What?
I was told to deliver this package.
By who?
It says So there's an Avrin. Avrin sent a package, and there's another package here for an Alyndra Sarrbarand.
I take it.
Okay, it's a big wooden crate for you.
I open it.
There
How
is.
did the gnome carry all this?
He's like a yoke gnome.
I'm holding.
It's
shoulders.
like he had a big wooden crate on his back, and then also
I love it.
he's trying to like hold it
like a
this.
gnomish Sherpa.
Yeah. He's definitely was Sherpa'd up. You open the crate and you find a homunculus clockwork owl that you can attune to.
Okay.
Shit. How big is that thing?
It's the size of an owl.
Cool. You have 2 owls now?
I have 2 owls, one on each shoulder.
Glad we went full Clash of the Titans here. Like, I hope we fight the Kraken before this is all said and done.
Oh, don't worry, we have.
Oh yeah, actually I remember.
Been
Like,
there, done that.
I remember a lithid zombie Kraken actually was my time. Yeah.
Yes.
The turducken of
Yeah.
Lithids, yeah.
I will open whatever I've got.
As you try to open it, it will not open. You see warding magic on it flare up. It doesn't open.
Well, why
And
should I
you-
be surprised? I mean, I'm not really me. Here, Penelope, why don't you hold on to this? We're going to take a couple days. We're going to find a body, and I'm gonna resurrect myself. And
Yeah. That's the spirit.
How many people get to say that, right? And then the real me can open that. We'll see what happens.
Alyndra,
Mm.
your ability to message or sending or whatever, is that just people you know? Like, could you get a message to Hugh, the bartender that came with us?
Yeah, we've met him. I could.
Well, you tell me if you think it's a good idea, but if we got to go back, he still had people there. Remember, we had the list. We might
Mhm.
still have friends inside.
I think that's wise. I will send you a message that we're coming back and that we need everyone to be ready to help if we need it.
Isn't Hugh at the safe house in
Yeah,
Hupperdook?
he's with Averin, but he still might know people or be
Yeah.
able to get word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The people on the list. Did we know anybody else on that list?
You really don't. You can you get a message back. I will try to send word ahead of time, and maybe there'll be a package saying near the drawbridge in the bushes for you. That will aid you re-entering the city. I will have Marius leave something for you.
I do not wish to waste any more time than we must.
No, we need to
But
go.
if we return to Rexentrum, we return relatively empty-handed. We required several thousand just to save her last time. If we are to engage with this Killian, who stands behind probably an army of Crown Guard, we will need help and we will need finances for that help. And we do not have that kind of finances anymore.
We also
Message.
don't have time.
I message Averin. Or I using sending, I guess.
It is only a thought, but do we wish to stop at that dungeon on the way back? If it had anything and we spent a day there to hopefully get enough to spend in this attempt, we could resupply. Otherwise, we will enter the city empty-handed.
What are the limitations on the magic
10
that could
days.
return Orkira to us?
10 days.
I have 10
And we are on
days,
day-
and
We have 8 left.
it's more than that. I have 10 days from when
We have 10 days from then.
I have 10 days, and if they've done anything to the body, there's only so much I can do. I can't replace missing body parts. So if things
Oh, we
got,
can just get the mechanical arm. Freely has one.
Yeah, no, all the cool kids have them. It's fine.
I'm saying if they did something bad to the body, there's only so much I can do.
Like to thine head?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah, that's
Would
kind of
be
required.
hard to live without a head.
Yeah, I kind of
Well,
need a
Randy
head.
said he could do a head replacement, but I do shake my coin pouch. I'm like, to Keen's point, you know, we were one room in and we kind of cleaned up, and I motioned to Briv's sword. Also, you're welcome, but there might be more riches to be had.
Let me understand this. This thing only comes into being upon death. It is guaranteed that she is dead.
No, the duplicate can be made during life.
So she is not necessarily dead.
She is not responding to my sending messages.
That just means she's not on this plane of existence.
But
No, they
didn't
work
thou
across
just say
planes.
that thou hast ways to hide others from such magic?
Well, why would Killian
I ha-
ask what it felt
I have
like
a
to
way
be
from
dead?
Because he
scrying.
is a complete arsehole that we are about to kill. He could be deceiving us.
He could have killed you and brought you back as a form
He
of torture.
could also want us coming back, and it could be a trap.
Very
Well,
well, we will
then-
spring the trap.
But
and
I
we shall
don't
slay thee.
care.
Yeah, why let us go? Yeah.
But I do. I mean, what's the point of all this if all of you end up dead?
I am not certain that Fokira gets a vote.
Makes
Well,
sense.
I mean thee no offense, I assure thee. I am just saying.
No, I understand. I'm not
Should we
offended. I'm not real. I don't know if I can be offended.
Should we
I mean-
replenish our finances on the way?
Can we find some diamonds?
I agree with Kane. We can at least check the dungeon. We got some time, but you do know that means we got to deal with the hag as well.
No, the hag is in stone. Maybe still.
She was still between us and Rexentrum in that tunnel.
Only if we travel underground. There's a direct path to the dungeon. We do not need to follow it all the way back.
All right.
Alyndra, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
I think it'd be refreshing to fight something that I actually get to destroy and deserves it.
26.
Wow. Okay. Something just attempted to scry on you.
Something's trying to watch.
You too?
Me
It wasn't
too.
just me.
No.
I have a question that I learned from the Fae. The next time that something tries to watch, should we let it? Should we feed it information that we wish it to know?
We should let it, and I should get in whoever's face very close and just breathe very heavily.
Perhaps. We tell it that we're going elsewhere, pretend nothing is wrong.
Pretend that we are going to see the Bright
The
Queen.
Bright Queen. Yes.
Okay. What is everyone doing?
Heading for the horses.
All right.
go.
You head over and you leave the gnomish city. Everyone's at work, so the streets themselves are almost completely empty. The light is rather dim because
Before-
of all the smokestacks.
Before we go, may
Okay.
I ping Avon?
Sure.
I need to know about Killian. I need to know now. Our friend is dead because of this.
I do not know Killian, so I'm not quite sure.
I describe him to Avon. Does it sound like anyone you know?
If you're dealing with someone who has that kind of magic and no one knows who it is, then they're a significant threat. That's a warning at best.
They've harmed our friend.
I understand. I'm just letting you know. And normally the Empire doesn't wield that kind of magic so loosely, so I'm not a little bit confused.
Do you know anyone who might know?
No, not off the top of my head, I don't. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the gifts.
You're welcome. I'm very sorry.
Alyndra,
Yes.
how much power does one require to make this wish spell?
A great deal. Possibly the strongest magic user we will have ever faced.
You have gone to the glade that was described, and you find several horses and even a wagon. It is filled with food supplies, some amount of money, and there's even a few Crown's Guard uniforms that have been tucked away.
Thanks, Toma.
Where'd all this come from?
Called in a favor.
That's quite a
have a s-
favor.
There's also
The said
a golden ring, and written on it is for your friend.
I hand it out to Orkira.
She'll pause for a moment. Okay. I'll take it.
You, after taking some time with the ring, you realize it is a ring of invisibility.
Okay. Okay.
See, rookie, some of us can just not be seen.
Well, you're much smaller than I am, really.
I'm like, hey, come on. And then I just step behind Briv and Halfling vanish.
Just Riddick style.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
And if anyone's noticing and Briv is actually standing there and notices that people are looking his way, he just starts to kind of
Yeah.
flex a little bit.
Okay. What is everyone doing? Where are you guys headed?
I guess at least headed towards the hole we came out of. Like whether or not we go back down it, at least that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do
Super
so.
riding in the wagon, by the way. Like I
You-
earned this.
You are let me know what you're doing in the wagon, or if you're outside the wagon, there are additional horses. They've decked out the wagon with a whole bunch of produce, potatoes, medical supplies, all kinds of things, as if
Wow.
this is a shipment headed to Rexentrum. There is the
Hey.
proper paperwork and everything else. You can get there in a day to Rexentrum using this wagon.
Let's just go. If we got like a good alibi to get in, we got like we can kind of blend in a little bit. They won't see her with the ring of invisibility. Like we could just go.
Do we still have the sending stone?
That's not my halfling. Like I really got it. Yeah.
The sending stone to what?
The sending stone we got off of the Crown's Guard in the temple.
Ooh, yeah. We did. When we robbed the vault, one of them had a sending stone.
When you robbed the vault, one of them had a sending stone? Yeah, you do.
It's a good thing to have on us.
Okay.
Good thinking. Yeah. No.
How much gold is here if we have to buy allies?
You only have like about 300 gold pieces here.
Do you wish to stop at this dungeon to acquire more?
I think we should go. 'cause
Allies are not cheap, and we are small compared to their number of Crown Guard. And
But
he is ultimately powerful.
But we might lose the produce. It could go bad or get stolen, or this paperwork might expire. I mean, if we've gotten in, we should probably take it.
Most of these drow things are magicked to not go bad quickly, as is this wagon, I should think. I do not mind either way, but I do not like attempting to buy allies with produce.
I mean, there's always my winning personality.
We know that some goblins don't like to eat vegetables.
I want to go find Orkira.
Penelope Halfpint, you haven't spoken up
About what?
about what the group is doing.
Oh, just along for the ride. I think we should go straight to find Orkira, because obviously it's going to be a lot more complicated than we're thinking. So we really need all the time we can get, because we think it might only take one day, but we really need all 8 days to do it. So I think we should just go straight.
The good news is once we get back Orkira, we can go and clear that dungeon, brother, because I am in need of some upgrades.
Not having any money has never stopped me before.
Very well.
Based on the map, when he said we'd have something waiting for us by the drawbridge, do we, like, from the maps and atlas and everything we've got, can we basically tell, like, oh, we need to go this way to get to that place? To, like, what
Yeah, it's on the way. It's very close to the first wall of Rexentrum. So
Okay.
you have a pretty good gist of like what's going to be there for you.
Okay. But so traveling while we're traveling,
Yeah.
and like, okay, so here's
You
what
can
we know.
get-
I'm sorry.
Anyone who's inside the wagon can actually get a long rest.
Hey,
Great.
but I'm willing to, like, we could shifts, like, rotate if we had to, because I actually haven't really used anything.
Oh, yeah. Up to 3 of you can get a long rest. You have to choose who, and the others could get short rests.
I can hop out after a short rest. I haven't actually used anything.
If I take a long rest, I can change my spells.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to take non-detection so they can't find Orkira? Or
Seems to behoove us, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
whatever you think. That's your thing.
Or they've tried to spy on me as well. So, or are we trying to let them and mislead as to where we are going?
I don't think we want them to know that we're coming back.
So then, do we want them not to know that we know they're trying?
Then they know we know.
I am so
No, if we
confused.
don't interfere, if we don't put non-detection on, they won't be aware that we know that they're trying to watch us.
You do what you do, sorcerer lady. That is your bag. I just popped the sword up.
Just asking what people want, because if I cast non-detection, they're going to know something's up.
The question is, do we wish to deceive them or not? That is
Yes.
all. If this is to be a surprise attack, then we must deceive them and show them that nothing is new, or that we are headed towards the Bright Queen.
Or me just in the person's face breathing heavily.
I mean, that would intimidate me.
I mean, they won't be able to see anything else. I'm rather large.
There is that. On the other hand, they will prepare for war if we come. They will prepare their trap.
I
Hey.
say
Bring it.
save your non-detection for when we're in the city.
Hey, Alyndra,
Yes.
I have a really morbid suggestion. If you'll listen to the fake me to find the real me, you can locate an object with a spell, and body is an object. And I can't change out my spells anymore. So if you can do that, that'd be great. Maybe we
can.
don't have to fight anybody. Maybe they just dumped my body somewhere, and we'll just pick it up out of a graveyard, and I'll be all
Oh,
dirty.
that would
and
be
it'll okay.
convenient.
That'd be nice. It's not going to be that way, but just in case, you know.
You know what else?
Understood.
What might help too is if things go wrong, then I can cast Feign Death on this Orkira, and it'll look like we just have the body of Orkira. Food for thought.
Hey, has the traveler spoken up to you about any of this, by the way?
I didn't ask. I suppose, should I? I don't want to, bother him too much, because I don't want to lose him as a friend.
Well, but you're about to lose another friend, so
Really, I think we already lost a friend.
just you stop talking it like that, or Kira too.
Yeah, what? Really? If there's anything I've learned, it's being honest about what has happened to me, right? So
I stand up and I grab her face. Or like look at me. I'm like,
you know, the
"You gotta-
last time you grabbed me like this, I ended up on the ground. Can you just tell me if you really need to just grab me?
You look at my face. You look at my face. If there's one thing you know, it's that none of us hesitate to destroy things we think are evil, and none of us have raised a hand against you. You are our Orkira until fate or the gods or resurrection says otherwise, okay? So none of that. And then I let go of her face.
And if I get evil, you'll do something. I know. Thank you.
Oh, yes, we will kill thee.
Briv, now you made it weird, man.
No, it's not. It's not weird. I don't
believe
want.
that she is asking for that assurance.
Yes. The the last thing I want is that someone's going to tell me to do something and I'm just going to do something awful. So, yes.
Well, you've seen how quick I slam you to the ground, so it's fine. No,
Yeah, that was actually kind of impressive. Were you a wrestler or something before?
I mean, it's a low center of gravity, man. Everybody underestimates halflings.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna whisper privately to Penelope and just kind of take her aside, and you may want to make sure that you have the ability to dispel magic should Orkira turn on us.
Okay. I don't like the idea, but okay.
And I hope we don't have to use it. Just have it ready in case.
Okay.
You, with the horses that are, I mean, there's literally 6 horses pulling the wagon. The wagon is nearly shaking apart because you were able to move that quickly. You're going along the regular roads. You pass by several people. No one seems to notice. And you actually get outside the walls of Rexentrum.
Do we find this drawbridge we were told?
Yeah, you are right at the drawbridge. There are several other merchants are going through, and there is a single homeless man in that section with a large beard, just rambling. I don't know. I don't like the blue dragons look like the green dragons, but sometimes the green dragons are the blue dragons.
Before we would have gotten close, is there like a cloak or a bag or something? I don't want to activate the ring until I need to. And
yeah, you can be under a blanket. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would be.
We also should probably put the uniforms on in advance, because if a guard looks and we've got a bunch of uniforms, that's more suspect.
Does the uniform fit, Briv?
It'll be a halter like King.
If you rip off the arms.
You got like a 4-pack though. It's still impressive though. It's like a domino.
Sleeveless.
It's just like
You got the meat display Crown's Guard.
Alyndra,
Yes.
do you have an ink pen, please?
Of course. And I give her a pen.
Okay, thank you. Do you know who the most important person here in Rexentrum is?
Oh, had I learned that from my Rexentrum studies?
The Emperor?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The Emperor.
Ah, yes, thank you. Okay, that's all.
Oh God. Let me know what you rate later.
I like where this is headed. Whatever it is, I'm for it. No, I'm for it. First of all, yes. Also, bardic inspiration. Also, yes.
So I don't. The red dragon, sometimes a gold dragon too. I don't know.
When we actually get close, just when they're approaching, I actually hop out and halfling stealth like a little bit ahead, so I can kind of look around just in case this is like a super trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You see this man just under this tree amongst the bushes talking strange talk.
I sort of ease over to him and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, you ever spent any time around the broken buttress?"
Yes,
Mm.
I have.
Yeah, we got a mutual friend that might have dropped something for us around here. Spare parts.
I don't have anything for you, unfortunately, but I do have information. The building was set on fire.
Which building?
The building that you went to originally, apparently. That's what Marius said. Also, the bar was destroyed.
If we were looking for somebody that was a prisoner there, either where are they now or where would they have taken the bodies?
I don't know. There are also several Crown's Guard that have been reported missing. Most of them, the information that we have coming in, were engaged in some sort of off-duty hours, which we allow for the Crown's Guard who want to make more money off to the side.
I'm recounting all of this mentally, by the way, back to the group. I'm like, if we wanted to maybe look around for some of those guys, which part of the city would you suggest we head towards?
I don't know. It depends. I don't have a register of all the ones who have gone missing.
Oh, is there a part of town you'd be like, for sure, don't go to the eastward? You know, like,
I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
man, pretty bad luck around the cathedral. All right, thanks. And then I stand up and I'm very much, even though I stealthed over, I very much am like, hey, pal, come on, man. You just, get yourself cleaned up here. And I like toss him a couple of coins.
Okay.
I look in the bushes near the drawbridge.
Yeah, there's a homeless man there.
Okay.
That's who he was talking to.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. I do recount all of that.
But there's
Okay.
not anything else in the bushes.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
Okay.
You are now is your turn in line to get across the gate.
Do Rexentrum Crown Guard ever travel with the merchants that enter the city, or do they?
Absolutely. Yeah, it will happen for sure. Especially if it's medical supplies and stuff like this to help with aid against the attack. So, I need someone to make a deception check. Who's going to be the face man on this?
So let's check the old numbers. I'm okay at it.
I fall back.
It's not me.
If someone gives me a
Okay.
kick, I will.
I'll give some guidance on this, but
If
Okay.
no one else, like, I don't know where Freely is.
I'll do
I mean,
it.
yeah.
If someone gives me a kick as we get close, I would activate the ring of invisibility. And
Yeah, you would know. I mean, we're in line.
yeah, Penelope.
Well, I've been hiding
Penelope
under a
says she's
blanket,
got
so-
this.
Yeah.
Penelope, take some guidance, please.
Okay. Penelope's going to lie to the guards. All right. Tell me what you say. They're like, all right, what are you coming in for?
I would like to perform the help action if I can, because what I'm going to be doing with my way too tight uniform is just kind of like, looking like I'm just trying to distract while she's talking.
Okay.
Okay,
you have
Captain Tight
advantage.
Pants.
You have advantage on your deception check.
Should I roll first or?
You know what? Wow me.
Bardic inspiration also.
Yeah, tell me what you say first.
I'm
Tell
like,
me what you
I believe
say.
in you. You got this.
Excuse me, sir. We are the Crown's Guard, chosen by the Emperor himself to come and investigate the city, for the dark elves that may be hiding in the corners and in the shadows. It is a very important job, and you should let us through immediately. Here is our written consent, and I hand an illusory script that has the same basic message, signed by the Emperor.
Oh, God. Wow, that's insane. All right, go ahead, go in.
That's right. You are welcome and to go wherever we wish. Spread the word that we are here to
I'm
cleanse
just the
city.
gatekeeper. I'm not going to spread anything. Just go in. Good God. And the wagon moves into Rexentrum.
Remember to wash your hands. Don't spread anything.
Where are you headed in the city?
Should we go straight for that place?
Well, I recounted them. The building was destroyed. The broken buttress was destroyed.
Can we find a Crown's Guard to ask?
You're probably not going to get more information than you did out of the spy that you just talked to.
Well,
there-
but the spy didn't know where they were taking the prisoners or the bodies, and the Crown's Guard might.
They weren't even aware of there being prisoners or bodies.
We did have some sort of map of Rexentrum before. Is there a large cemetery inside the city?
Yes, you actually ran through it.
Head towards the cemetery.
Okay.
Just see maybe there's a place for soldiers, because the soldiers all kind of have those identical headstones. Like, see if there's a royal, burial place.
You head back. You head to the cemetery. You see people still cleaning up from the purple worm attacks. You see holes and cobblestones that have been, erupted from the purple worms. But life seems to be slowly recovering in the city. Some destroyed buildings here and there as well, and some buildings have burned during the attack. And you make your way to the cemetery. You are at the cemetery right now. What are you doing there?
I will. Oh God, I will locate object.
Just while she's doing this and before all hell breaks loose, I make sure I break off all the horses with like apples and carrots. I'm like, it's been a few terrible days, but it doesn't have to be bad for you guys. Thanks. That was a hard run. We appreciate it.
Tell me about locate object.
I name an object that is familiar to me. I sense the direction to the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet of me. If it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement. And it cannot work if there is a thickness of lead blocking the path between me and the object.
Yep, you sense where her body is in the cemetery.
We go
Briv
there.
sees her casting the spell and is just kind of like waiting, like literally just kind of in her face, barely giving her space. Well,
I
well,
put a hand on his shoulder. If they were watching for us, they would put an alarm of some type on that body. So hold your hand, let her lead.
Do you move
And-
forward?
Yep. And I will switch over to detect magic.
What time of day is it?
It's
when have we
it's
arrived?
noon.
Okay. I'm still invisible in the back of the cart, just curled up.
Okay.
I lie to her. Yeah.
You
sort of-
everyone who's with Alyndra, raise your hand.
I'm very much with invisible Orkira.
Okay.
Is the
Uh,
cart not going, or
The cart can't. Well, it can't
Oh.
get too close into the cemetery now.
Okay. I would still, until someone told me, I'm still curled up in the back of the cart.
I'll
But some-
be in the
yeah.
cart with her.
Okay. Alyndra, you get to a series of unmarked graves. There are no headstones, nothing, just dirt.
Do I know which one?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
If I is detect magic picking anything up?
You cast Detect Magic. It takes you about 10 minutes to cast Detect. No, okay. There is
Is there a
no
drum?
magical aura anywhere near it.
She's here.
is it safe?
Else in the
Where?
cemetery watching for anything?
Roll a perception check.
20.
Hey!
Like a natural 20?
Hey.
Natural 20.
Oh wow!
Buzzer beater.
Oh.
Buzzer beater.
Someone in chat just won a legendary bundle. Congratulations! Welcome to our very sad show.
Make sure you
uh,
stay all the way to the end, kids.
You see nothing. There are no guards. You see a few cemetery workers. No one's trying to keep an eye on you. Nothing. No one cares.
They did not expect us to find this. We are alone.
Where is she, Alyndra? Under these bodies? Can Briv see Orkira's body anywhere?
You see multiple mounds of dirt. You're not quite sure which one.
Point. Do we
And I
know?
do.
As soon as Briv sees that, he's gonna pull metal out of his hands at the top as spades and start digging as fast as he can to recover the body.
Yeah, you dig and you see the desiccated form of Orkira Eldrex. Her eyes are white. Her body is dead. Her scales
Very
are flaking.
gently. After I see the body, I start getting far more gentle, and I'm going to just cradle it very gently, almost kind of caress the brow to wipe some of the dirt off, and then turn around and look at the group. What next?
I'm going to take out the portable hole so we can put her in it and get to a safe place where we can do the ritual.
I watched the living Orkira. Anything different?
Are they close enough that I even see this?
Yeah, you can see this.
Well, you can't see me because I'm still invisible, but if you could, I'm holding onto the side of the cart, just looking at my own body in shock. Does it look complete? Does it look like I could actually do raise dead?
The body is complete.
Okay. So freely you would hear a small, okay. All right.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And I'm like very much I'm like looking around like there's nothing like in case anybody sees me. I'm like, no, it's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
With the 20, King, you know no one's even around.
Let us be quick. We are alone.
Wait,
And I think we have to take her and
Can we
Put
find
her-
our way back to that bookshop where the family ran away?
You don't know if someone's inhabiting that location yet.
Well, but what I mean is at least that place. Do we know where that was relative to here? Because that's the only other place we knew besides the building that's been destroyed.
Yeah, I again, you don't know, you wouldn't know. I mean, there could potentially be a family. I mean, that bookstore could potentially be open again. That's my
Is
only warning.
Eladrin in this city?
No,
No, he's back in Rexentrum with the kids.
Why can't we just
Or
do it
in a-
here?
Yeah, just
You
do it.
would you would know I need an hour in order to cast this
Yeah,
ritual.
we need to get her to a safe place where we can do the ritual.
Canst thou cast the hut for us to be
I
safe
can.
in?
Right here in the cemetery.
It's
Yeah.
not seen by outside observers.
I don't think this
correct?
is a safe place, Briv. I think we need to go find a safe
Very
place
well.
to
Let's
do
find a
this.
safe place.
Nowhere in
This is
Rexentrum's
not a
safe
ritual
place.
you want interrupted.
there are a number of catacombs and tombs around, mausoleums and that sort of thing.
I detect evil and undetect undead. You know,
You detect none of that.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, divine sense, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Oh.
If you guys want to take her inside one of those and do it, I'll keep an eye on things out here.
Was there not a place below the cathedral?
You do not want to go down there, buddy.
That's where all our trouble started.
Briv begins to carry her wherever everyone is starting to direct.
I stay in the cart with Orkira.
No, we need Orkira.
Oh, she has to do the spell.
So
We have no
I think
allies in this place.
we need to.
Were you putting the body in the portable hole?
I think that's the safest thing to do.
In there with the
Once-
book.
All right,
Once-
I need a. Where are you going? I need to know. Yep. Are you trying to find another building?
So
Are you going into mausoleum? Who wants to be
the
part of the
building
leader
was
on this?
the Crown's Guard building was engaged in the off-duty hours. Where would the Crown's Guard have gone in the off-duty hours?
You have
Do we
no
know?
way of knowing that. Zero.
Briv, after we've found a mausoleum, just simply walks into it and places the body. If he can find any kind of slab or anything else, gently places the body down and says, Fokira, thine time is now.
Okay.
Make
all
this
right.
happen. We shall make sure that thou art safe for 1 hour.
You drag the heavy stone door, and it smells made of wood and metal, and you push it open, and you find like this elegantly carved mausoleum with several bodies inside, behind marble.
Briv
marble
doesn't care
doors.
about the other bodies.
Yeah. No, they're not out laying around
Okay.
or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a single marble dais that you can lay the body of Orkira Eldrex, and she is about 90 pounds, maybe. And she's been dead for several days. And her wings just kind of fold in almost like dragonfly wings, dried.
And Briv is just very carefully putting all the pieces back, making sure nothing falls off, everything else. And then thine time is now. And Briv sets up guard like inside the mausoleum, but at the doorway where he can see. Keen, canst thou keep watch as well on the rear?
I will watch.
I'm outside. I'm still in the cart, but I'm hidden. So I'm just like looking to see if anybody's coming outside.
Go on
Okay.
in.
Okay, Orkira Eldrex. How do you do this?
So this takes an hour. She pulls out the diamond. She puts it on Orkira's chest. And over the course of the hour, she is cleaning and preparing the body, straightening things out, anything that's come loose, trying to mend as much as she can. And the whole time, a little subconsciously under her breath, she's humming a song that she remembers her mother singing when she was young, when her mom would heal people. And she's just and then I'm going to take my own head in my own hands. And just before I cast the spell, I'm going to one last time pray to the Phoenix. And the role playing of this is she says, I know I'm not the real one. I'm trying to help your friend. So if you can help me in any way with this, I would really appreciate it. And she's, along with raising dead, she's going to cast divine intervention and hope that the phoenix will help in this moment.
Roll divine intervention.
I'd like you to roll it, Todd.
Oh.
We talked about this before. And then she will cast also her 5th level spell, the last one that she has, which is Raise Dead.
Oh,
And I'm just holding my own head in my hands.
What's the number?
It has to be my level or lower, so 10.
Okay.
The Raise Dead will
Wait.
Can't affect it.
It can. It's a
It's
D.
a percentage roll.
It's a percentage roll.
The
This
Raise
is-
Dead should still happen. This is just the simulacrum doesn't think she'll survive this moment, and so she's reaching out with everything she's got left.
It's a 4. It's a 4.
Please help in this moment, please.
I'm taking a photo of it. You pray to the phoenix and you cast Raise Dead, and the body erupts into flames and shrivels before you. And then all of that fire and all of that ash just flows directly into your chest. And you feel warm again for the very first time. And your wings extend and erupt into flames, and just pouring of fire erupts and fills the entire mausoleum, but the fire doesn't burn anyone else around you. And you can feel the phoenix again, and you have all of your memories. And the Eldritch that was dead before you just disappears as all of that ash and all of that fire just suffuses with who you are right now as a person. And you're
Hi.
alive.
Hi.
Briv seeing all this stuff, he looks and he starts like charging at what used to be Orkira, and he forgets he has the sword in his hand. He drops it for a second and just wraps her in a big hug.
And I'll hug him back.
Orkira.
The fire catches, and I enter my summer, happy to see my friend again.
I always liked your fire, Keen.
And I like your life.
Hey, Todd,
Yeah?
do I remember how I died?
It was when he said sleep, he power word killed you.
Oh.
And you had less than 100 hit points. And
I haven't been warm in days. This is so nice. I missed this.
Do I hear this over our mental connection?
No, because I'm not in the call. You'll hear me out loud saying that.
We end the episode with Freely like,
Yeah.
guys?
Penelope,
Hello?
I'll avenge you all.
Penelope Half-Pint, the package you were holding for Orkira suddenly snaps open. All the locks and wards leave.
Here you go, Kira. Think this is for you.
I think I can't thank any of you enough. I think you just saved me twice.
I think you saved you.
You did it.
You find inside a single wind instrument of your choice.
I've never been a bard before. This is gonna take some study. Why would he give me this?
What is it?
You're already attuned to it. You can cast a number of fire spells through it.
Cool.
Who is this from?
How do you fit an oboe in that
Favorite.
box?
I wasn't gonna call it an oboe. I was thinking one of
It's
the
a
instrument of the bards.
nobo.
I was gonna lute, or I was gonna like pan flute. Well,
It's an
now
oboe.
now it's an oboe. I suck at making these reeds.
You know that you can control fire, like pyrotechnics. You can create minor illusion with fire and produce flame with this magical item. So how do you want to end this episode?
I want to just hug my friends. I'm holding this instrument. I'm like, I gotta learn how to play it. I'm so glad to see all of you and not be cold anymore. I just want to hug them in this
Huzzah.
mausoleum covered in
Huzzah.
fire.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. That was Beyond Heroes. Thank you so much. Hope LaVelle playing Penelope Half-Pint, Jennifer Kretchmer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand. We've got B-Dave playing Freely. We've got TJ Storm playing Keen Daypreth, Adam Bradford playing Briv Steelmarrow, and above all and upmost, Lauren Urban playing Orkira Eldritch. Thank you so much for watching.